glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. It's the Washington Huskies and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Washington's offense will get first crack at it today. And here comes Dylan Riley. He scored 4 times in their last game, just under 100 yards in the W.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season, and through the first part of the season, he's toting the man. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week you saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back, setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago. But this guy spent a lot of time in the gym and out running in the offseason. And the incredible part is he's putting so much production out every single game. When the defense knows he's getting the ball each and every play, it still doesn't matter. At this point, nobody can stop him.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. Right side, it's Napier. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Washington sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Catch is made at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
And this offensive line obviously has its strengths, but you're not going to have to look further than that left side. Like, this offense gets a little bit run-heavy to the left for a reason. Left guard, left tackle, the strength of this unit. They work so well together, great individual players. And Palmer, sometimes when you got a side of the line that's a little bit more dominant, don't be afraid to go that way more often.
No question about it. I think on critical down and distances, when they need to have a play, especially on short yardage, goal line, going for it on 4th down, the left side is who they're going to be running behind. You've got 2 guys out there in the left tackle and left guard that are going to play on Sundays, and that is a special, special combination that a lot of offensive lines wish they had.
Right back to it. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Right at the line. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And he makes it past the first down marker, hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks. That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame warm-ups how far their kickers can kick it. Do I have a boot to even consider this? But I think you want to stay aggressive regardless and go try to get extra points.
The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Washington. Here comes the heat. Snags it. And he will score! Touchdown, Hoosiers!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 2nd and long here. Throwing, Williams. This time on target. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, you talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down to the air. Rush right in his face. Quickly to the tight end.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Sells the run, looking to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Still looking. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to throw, it's Washington. Rush is on. Out wide right, it's Becker. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Trailing 7-0 as they try to get this offense humming. On the run, it's Carr. Turning it on. Made a defender miss. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
From the gun, it's Riley. Driven back.
And so far early in this game, and you got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality, and then stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Williams. Finds his man. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Washington.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23.
Number 95, set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Sets his feet. It's Washington. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's got it down the left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Fires to the big fella. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Straight ahead, it's Riley. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Got it looking for a first. Could not make his way to the corner. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Searching for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Washington. Escapes the pressure going right. Gets rid of it. Right side, it's Richard. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Leaping grab for a big gain. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Richard. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Look out! The throw. Out wide.
Him on the field, he was telling me, if I can just get this guy the ball, good things can happen. I think he saw...
Extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
A strike downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Williams. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Washington. They're all over it.
As an offense, you've got to know it. This part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Running inside, it's Richard. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Here's Williams to throw. Under pressure. Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Long way to go on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He wants to go deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. On the run, it's Richard. Runs through a tackle. Finds a crease at the 20. Breaks into the open. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw on first. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's caught downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Washington. Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout. 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 13 team, the Arizona State Sun Devils. And it's the Tigers looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Indiana's head coach told me coming out of the locker room he wants an even greater sense of urgency from his team. It's the Big Ten Conference season opener, and even though they had a good first half, more urgency, more execution here to start the third quarter is the team's focus coming out of the locker room.
Okay, Holly. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking for space. It's Pritchard. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Indiana! And the stomping has commenced.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Throwing, Williams. They'll run the screen. Got room at the 35. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Williams looking for a man. Swings it out to his running back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Huskies will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Finds the tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. The run inside. It's Carr on the stop.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Indiana sideline. Guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Okay, Holly. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Right side, it's Marsh.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Dropping back, it's Washington. Caught. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Still looking to his right. Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Hoosiers are rolling down the field. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game, and you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And the Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Intercepted to stop the threat. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Williams. Back's got it on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The give. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wide open downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Williams. Out wide left, it's Riley. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it in his belly. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
First down for the offense.
Here we go.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Williams on the play fake. It's dropped after taking the hit.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
The pull and throw off the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Throws to the wide out. Out wide right, it's Napier. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here comes the heat. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Quick give, it's Riley. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game, you want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Back to pass, it's Washington. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Rush right in his face. Right side, it's Clay. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Huskies will hustle to the line.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. Left side is Carr. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. It's Williams again. The quick game. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Here's Williams to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Williams will pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Going for 6. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on 1st down from the 28. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pulls it in. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rush is on. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 2nd and long here. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finds his tight end. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the side...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Washington right back to the line. Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Looking left. Nice way to knock that one down.
I think we got a little bit sloppy on that route. You need more separation if you're going to give your quarterback a better target trying to complete that in throw.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Dropping back, it's Washington. Got his man. Oh, he got loose. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the G.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just